Okay. I'm going to. It's like, how do you eat an elephant, right? I'm not that big. How do you eat an elephant? They say one bite at a time. I was far too overwhelmed with. I've made 5 websites or 6 websites in my life. They're always very simple. But I made a promise to build a website. I have to keep to that promise because I keep my promises. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition articles. I already had tons of content, which is videos and some other stuff for download up on my website. But I'm going to start with writing articles. I'm going to crank out at least one a week, preferably 2. The only problem is that I had no idea that I'd get so insanely overwhelmed. That is totally my fault. I take full responsibility for it. I am well over a year late on opening up my website. I know that. I admit it. It is totally my fault. I take full responsibility for that. Absolutely, I certainly do. I've got a blog spot that I'll mention next week. It's like angryphotographer.blogspot. Where I'm going to start putting up at least one article every week, hopefully 2. I've already got a couple that I'm ready to throw up now. Articles on reviews and information, and they'll be short and sweet, but they will be informative. I mean, that's kind of how I make my videos. I mean, I make chunks of information. I don't sit there and, I mean, like, literally like a buddy that I know, he's got one video that he's been meaning to upload. He keeps editing it and editing it over. I mean, it's been like a year now, and he still hasn't uploaded one video. It's like, damn, I mean, just, well, I'm still editing it. It's like, damn, it's over a year later. Are you kidding me? I mean, what the bejesus are you thinking? I've put up in that same period of time 2,000 videos. It's just like chunk of information, helpful, chunk of it. And that's how I work, okay? People don't like it, fine. Don't read it, don't watch. That's just what I do. Anyway, but I've been so busy. Oh, you're just making excuses. I am making excuses. I'm totally responsible. But they are also valid excuses. Even people that hate me got to admit that when I wake up, there is a pile of emails and a pile of comments to answer. I mean, a pile of them. I mean, a bejesus pile of comments. And I literally don't have time in the day to take a piss. That sounds like an exaggeration, but it's almost true. I mean, I didn't go to bed last night until like 6 a.m. It's answering emails, comments, research. I have to work. I've got 2 books I'm working on. The 4th edition of my book on magnetism, a Greek translation from the ancient Greek. Ain't nothing more easy than translating ancient Greek. That was a joke, by the way. Ain't nothing more difficult than translating ancient Greek. I'm basically killing myself, not literally, for nothing. It's not like I'm I'm not selling anything. I mean, I'm busting my balls. Excuse me there. I'm busting my butt. Excuse me. I'll edit that out later. I'm busting my butt, and I'm working 7 days a week basically, and 80% of that I'm working for free. I mean, this is not paying, so I'm not doing this for the money. Am I making excuses right now? Yeah, I am. But they're also valid excuses, and they're completely truthful and honest. And they are. Even people that hate me, they know that I'm getting tons of emails. I keep staring into the radioactive lens. Don't stick the lens emitting gamma radiation directly against your face. Here we go. Yeah, okay, you stay over there. So I'm going to transition all those Blogspot articles over, which will be lens reviews and interesting stuff that I've talked about in general, also stuff that I've not talked about in videos. So those first article will go up this week, and I'd like to hit at least one, minimum 1, preferably 2 a week, and so that is how I'm going to work it. Sometimes things are just too daunting, and I've only recently perfected the perfect system for lens grading. Totally my own invention, but it applies to any and all lenses: resolution, phase gain, bandwidth, construction, and drive. Our RPG BCD is a grading system that is empirically accurate and valid. However, lenses can't always be judged empirically, so there are 2 criteria to judge lenses also. And so I had to devise the perfect, most intelligent, logical system to grade lenses. That took a while. You know, I always knew what made up an awesome and excellent lens, but I needed to narrow it down to empirical, very, very simplex criteria. Something else nobody has done before, by the way, but I have perfected it. Anybody tries to, I should get it copyrighted, but that's too much trouble. So anyway, that is my plans. That's what I'm going to be doing. And that will start the end of this week or the beginning of next week, the first article up, and I'll just keep posting articles and information. And that's how that's going to work. So I made a promise. I keep to it. I know I've actually never been this late or even close to this late on anything in my life. So for that, I am totally guilty and totally ashamed. You know, I'm guilty of it 100%. I'm disgusted with myself over that because I've never done that before, but I am guilty of it. And all the excuses in the world, even if they're truthful and valid excuses, still don't make up for the issue, which is totally my fault. I take responsibility for it, and it is what it is, but I just got done explaining it, and so, you know, nobody's perfect. God knows I'm certainly not, but hey, I'm not selling anything. I try to give useful, helpful, accurate, intelligent information, and, you know, that's what it is. Thanks. I just thought I'd point that out, and thanks. Okay. Bye.